Is Kufra still good? I wouldn't say Kufra is meta because he's not really super strong at level 2 compared to heroes like Khaleed, Kaja, Grock, Hilda, Chou, even Grock and Glue, right? He's not as strong as they are in level 2. But I feel like Kufra may not be a first pick prio or a first ban prio, but I definitely think he is a situational pick. He should be picked as counters to multiple heroes because he does counter heroes like Freya, Phoveus, even Chou, Khaleed, Hilda, right? He does counter them in a way with his ball, Harith, right? So a lot of meta heroes do get countered by him. And if you go Kufra versus Hilda or Khaleed, you can actually counter them. You can cancel a lot of their skills and abilities, right? So yeah, I think it's a good pick. I think it's very situational though, and you shouldn't first pick it. All right, you should look at the opponent's comp. Now let's quickly go over the draft. We are first pick, so we ban Jetian and Hilda because we're not going to first pick those, and they can. We don't want to give them that. We ban Marcel because I think I didn't want to play Marcel. I'm not sure. Okay, and then I think I wanted to play Kufra. That's why we banned Grock, because Grock can kind of fuck up Kufra. So yeah, I wanted to G him here. We went with Suyo first pick because it's the best jungler right now since Harley is banned. They went with Uranus, which is a good pick, and then they went with Leslie, which is honestly not really the best, right? Not first pick worthy, to be honest. And also look at their bans. They banned Marcel, Carry, Grock, Sora, Glue. Marcel is the only good ban here because we are first pick. They don't want to give us, but everything else not good. We went with Freya because Freya was open. She's the best goal laner right now. And we went for Alice because Alice can actually lane against Uranus, right? And can actually, like, you know, chase him and the same tankiness as him, right? We don't want our EXP or gold matchups to be losing. They went with YSS and Khaleed. That's why I decided to go Kufra here, because Kufra is actually very good versus Khaleed. Try it out, guys. As soon as he first skills, just ball. Use your second skill. You're going to cancel out his first skills and you're going to do a lot of damage to him. So it's actually very decent. But it's obviously situational, right? It's not as good. And then we went with Lunox because we needed a tank shredder, right? If Uranus is in the team, we need someone who can consistently shred him, right? So Lunox is the best hero for that because Lunox is very good at shredding tanks. Since we have Freya, Freya's damage isn't enough to really shred tanks, and Uranus can really get away. Trust me, like, guys, he gets away. You need like a solid DPS marksman who has like Trinity to burst Uranus properly. Right, we don't have that, so we went with Lunox for that specific reason. And then we went Kufra because it's good versus Leslie, it's good versus Khaleed, right? And I really wanted to play Kufra this game, but they did counter it with a Valier. Valier hard counters Kufra. Anyways, let's begin the game. The emblem that I'm using is Tank Emblem with, I do believe, Firmness, Pull Yourself Together for Flicker cooldown, and then Concussive Blast. All right, and the build we'll see along as we go. And also, guys, if you want to not stay in stuck in rank, I have a 70% win rate this season, and I am offering private coaching. I'll show you and teach you everything I know about how you can rank up and not stay stuck anymore. So if you guys are interested in getting my private coaching, check my YouTube profile, click on more, and then you'll see a link that says private coaching. You can pick the date, the time, everything. Go ahead, book it, and I'll see you then, right, during the booking session. And I'm also offering coaching with Des now, so that's also an option in the page if you want to get with both of us. Secondly, if you want discounted diamonds for about 20 to 30% cheaper, I have an affiliate link which you can use also on my YouTube profile. Just click more and you'll see the link under cheaper diamonds. So go ahead, go recharge from there. You're going to support the channel and you're going to get diamonds for cheaper too, right? It's a win-win for everybody, so I would really appreciate that so I can make more content like this for you guys. Thank you so much. All right, let's start the video. So usually what I like to do is, if my jungler is starting on blue, I always like to take control of this bush right here. If my jungler is starting red, I like to take control of this bush, because if anyone comes to invade him, I will always see them. Okay, so that's usually what you want to do. And with Kufra, I know I always say go check the opponent's buff, but it's a little bit risky with Kufra because they do have a Valier and Khaleed. If I get caught out in a bad position, I'm kind of done for. So I'm going to play a bit safe, and I want to make sure that I don't get caught out and poked out too much in the early, because they do have a superior early game. So yeah, I'm just going to play safe and around the Suyo as much as I can. And honestly, we started with the opponent's red buff. It's a pretty interesting rotation we did this game, so interesting, right? And I took my second skill first. I always wait to take my skills because I know Khaleed second skill Or he has his first skill, so I can cancel it with my second skill. There we go. We hit the Khalid a bit and then we secure the red. Now, in my head, I'm like, okay, you know what? The opponent just started with his blue. That means there is a high chance he goes for his red, and which he did. The YSS actually went for his red. So that's good for him, you know, he went for it and took it. But we also got the red. Honestly, in my opinion, I feel like as soon as the Suyo got the blue buff, I think I should have gone to our red right away. But this YSS didn't even do his blue, bruh. He started on our red. He literally started on our red. That's crazy. And unpredictable, right? I'm jumping on Khalid here. I get him to use his Revitalize. And yeah, see guys, his first skill won't do a lot of damage to you if you ball. Valir is overextended. Just gonna jump on him. And we get that kill on Valir. I know that Khalid recalled because I did a significant amount of damage to him. And now I'm just gonna try to help out my Alice. I know YSS doesn't have his ultimate. So we can actually do something here with Lunox. But Uranus gets in the way, and I don't think jumping on Uranus is gonna do anything because Lunox doesn't have level 4 yet. So I just decide to back up, and Khalid was also missing, right? It's about time he's gonna come and gank a lane, so I get ready for that. We don't really fight and we back up. Remember guys, they do have the superior early game. And I think in this situation, we just give the turtle. We don't really have an option here. I'm not sure why we try to force it, but it wasn't really the best play. Yeah, it was not a good play because our Suyo was not here. Never contest turtle if your jungler isn't with you. So kind of a very bad miscommunication from our end. But it's okay. You know, they do win objectives. It's a fight we shouldn't have taken regardless. We should have focused on the bottom lane and try and gotten the Leslie instead of doing turtle altogether. I thought Khalid was here, you know, waiting in this bush, but he was actually in this bush right here. So I vision, back up, and then I'm waiting in this bush to potentially maybe jump Leslie and make a play with my Freya. But I'm still not level 4 yet and I need that urgently. Just jumping on Leslie, doing a bit of damage, poke damage to her. Unfortunately, once again, Lunox kind of get bursted out here. This was his mistake. He was very extended when rotating. I think he should have rotated from like this way instead of rotating so aggressively. Think not the best call here. And he gets caught by the YSS and the Khalid. Valir was stunning me and I couldn't really do anything. I was panning map. And guys, remember, if your jump is not gonna land, it's better to cancel it because the cooldown is lower than when you actually cast it or let it run out on its own. If you cancel it yourself, the cooldown will be significantly lower, so try to cancel it if you're not gonna jump. I just got level 4 and honestly I can jump Leslie, but Khalid kind of blocks the way. So I ult Khalid and honestly I thought we would be able to kill him, but it's not enough damage. Valir doesn't have second skill, and there we go, we get him. Damn, this YSS, guys, honestly, I don't know what it is with YSS, but his boat does so much damage now. Isn't it kind of crazy? I hate it so much. I hate playing versus YSS quite a lot. And honestly, I think it's a decent pick versus Suyo. It works versus Suyo decently. Because, you know, YSS is pretty strong versus close range heroes. Or melee heroes. Here, I'm just looking out for YSS. I'm zoning the YSS so that if he gets close, I can jump him. Because I know that my Suyo is able to secure turtle with his second skill retry a lot better than the YSS can, right? So here, jumping on Valir. I don't ult him because I know he has ult, so I don't want to waste my ulti. And then we potentially try to go to his blue because I know that YSS retreat. But since Suyo isn't there, I just back up. There we go. We get a nice kill onto the Khalid. I jump on the Uranus. to try and burst him down, but it's just not enough damage. Oh wait, it is. Never mind. We get the Uranus. Yeah, guys, Lunox's damage is pretty good. She can shred the Uranus and do decent damage. So there you go. We're already winning because we have a top tower. Even though we lost the first turtle, we're still doing good because, you know, macro kind of matters. And this YSS was actually playing very decently. I think he was carrying his entire team. He went for Suyo's red buff because we were so concentrated on the bottom lane. He went for that. I jumped on the Leslie and then we get a nice kill on her. And now we're just going to focus and push bottom lane. So the reason why I'm walking up over here is because the opponents are missing and I want to give vision for my Lunox. If all of us hyper focus bottom lane, they'll try to like trade mid. So I don't want to give away control of this area so that they can't, right? That's why I kind of stay around. Once again, just trying to vision for my Lunox and potentially try and push mid. Valier flickers. And I think we secured the kill on him with Alice. I'm not sure. Nice, we secured the kill. And I'm really low, so I'm just going to back up. Actually, no, I'm not going to back up. I'm going to try and help my team. And now we're going to push mid. I think all of us should have just come here and pushed mid because it's so important. I tried to save my Lunox, but I don't think it's enough. But we do kill the YSS in return, and I think we do secure mid. Yeah, so that's a good trade. I honestly think taking that fight there was too much. I think we should have just pushed mid lane. Okay, that was so lucky. I wanted to go for Uranus, missed him, and went for Valier. That was hella lucky. But yeah, guys, pretty much, if you're playing Kufra, you want to get engages when you can. And if opponents are trying to attack your teammates, especially if you're going versus Khaleed, it's a decent pick. Because he doesn't do a lot of damage to you. Because I'm not sure if you guys know, when you ball with Kufra, you get magic and physical like defense. You get hybrid defense, right? All together. So you take less damage. I jumped on the Khaleed and Uranus. And just ultied them. So yeah. Also guys, I don't understand. I know most of you guys, most of my viewers are Filipino. But whenever we go in rank versus Filipino players, they always have something to say. They always trash talk. Is it like a common trait? Because I don't really see a lot of regions trash talking a lot, but I always see people from the Philippines do it often. So I'm not sure. Like, it's always Filipinos. They always have something to say. No hate though. I love my Filipino viewers and I love the country. I think it's one of the strongest countries for pro scene. But damn, chill out with the trash talk, guys. I think a lot of them are, well, not all, but a lot of them are all talk. But when it comes to actual skills, they can't prove anything. So I guess they talk to fill up the insecurity. Reminds me of a pro player, honestly. A pro player who got replaced in mid lane. If you know, you know. Okay, so pretty much let me break this down over here. I didn't really go for an engage because I didn't find an opportunity, to be honest with you. My Lunox did have ult, but then I kind of didn't want to jump for it because Lord was not there anymore. And I'm trying to go for the YSS. Like, my team already has top lane. I don't want to give them space by letting them take bottom lane. The reason is I wouldn't have gone here if I knew we could have ended the game. But I don't think we could have ended. Regardless, even if I stayed there and YSS would have gotten probably more minions and more towers, right? So we just backed right away and didn't try to end here because we need the next Lord. So I use my first skill flicker to get him and then I ult him to the wall. And then Freya gets the nice kill. And now we're just going to wait for the next Lord to spawn because it's only 17 seconds. Just peeling for my Suyo and then he's going to start the Lord. So when your teammate is doing Lord, obviously you want to stay in either this bush or you want to stay in either this bush and just kind of vision for them, right? Your job is to keep the jungler away. I was looking in the map for YSS. There we go. I think Uranus flickered and we take a fight here because they were very overextended. Yes, there we go. And that's it. We don't take any more because Lord is coming and we want to save everything for Lord. So yeah, now pretty much we're syncing the waves so that all 3 waves are pushing together. That's always what you want to do to ensure that you're able to end the game. Oh, and as for the build, guys, I quickly want to go over this too. I built Thunderbolt on Kufra. I think his passive with Thunderbolt works well and it makes you deal decent damage. And then I went Dominance Ice because of the Uranus and they have a lot of regen too. And also they gave me hybrid defense. And then I go with Radiant Armor for the Valier. I just went with this. I think it's called Silence Robe for some magic defense because Valier was poking me quite a bit and Uranus too. And then I go with Immortality because if you're snowballing, you should always get Immortality so that you can sustain more. Just waiting to find a good engage from the bush. You always want to jump from the bush. If I don't find a good engage, I'm just going to cancel my first skill and try again. That's it. Ideally, you want to wait for a Lord and you want to jump in with the Lord to engage. It's just the easiest because Lord gives you a damage buff and it's just a big hassle for the opponents, right? Once again, don't really find an opportunity, so I'm waiting for my first skill to come back. Now I do find an opportunity. Go for the Uranus. We kill him. And then now I'm just trying to go for the Khaleed. We do manage to freeze him, but Suyo dies. Don't worry, our Freya is still alive and we can very much end the game. Jumps for the Leslie. I jump for Leslie too. And then yeah, there we go. We had Lord and we are able to finish the game. That's why you always want to go in with Lord. It helps a lot. Alright guys. I think Khufra is good. Situational pick, so pick him wisely. Very fun to play. I love playing him. And yeah guys, I mean, I hope this video helps you play Khufra a little bit better. And remember, pick it versus heroes like Hilda, Khaleed, it works. Okay? It works because you can actually tank a lot of their damage, right? Khaleed's first skill and Hilda's second skill, you can tank it with your ball and deal back decent damage. So I think it works. You can actually fight versus them. But it's so situational. It's so situational right now. Okay, so pick it wisely. Anyways, I hope you were able to learn. If you liked this video, make sure to like and sub. That would help me out a lot. And join my Discord community, guys. Join the Hajunites community. That's what I call my viewers and supporters. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the Discord server. And good luck in rank. And let me know how it goes for you, for all of you. And consider getting my coaching and recharging from my affiliate link. Thank you so much.
Da chamada